Have you seen Patch?
He escaped.
Oh, look, he's sniffing. I found him. I think he sees some food. Let's see if he'll come out of his house. Come on out, Patch. Patch could care less about food. There he is. Hi, Patch. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? The weather's getting better, so I bet you go out to play a little bit more. We thought Patch would start the show this morning. Patch isn't a showman. Patch doesn't like food. Patch is like the laziest possum I've ever met. Although we do have him running now for about a half an hour every night, so that's good. Do you remember who I am? Miss Pam from Ferncroft Wildlife Rescue. We're in Woodstock, Connecticut, and somewhere around here is Mr. Bill. We don't want Lavender for a long time. Mr. Bill, want to come and say hello? Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's a big treat to get to see Patch eating. Patch, what did you choose? I'll tell you what he's got here for choices. He's got shrimp. Of course, he went for shrimp. That was for Lavender. He's got chicken and cilantro dumplings. I don't think he'll choose those. We'll see. He has got cauliflower, carrots, apple, a Cheeto or two, which I don't think he likes. Nope, he ate the shrimp, and he was like, no more shrimp? Really? Is he cute? Don't you like the scowl on his face? Do you remember about Patch? Patch is about a year old, and we got him after he got hit by a car. Patch is a very big boy. I meant to weigh him today so I could tell you how much he weighs. If we had the scale in here, we'd weigh him. That was a hint to Mr. Bill in case nobody caught that. I think he's going to run out to the lab. Patch, what do you think? Patch had a head injury. His face got smashed in. So when you look at Patch, he's got a scar that runs down, and he always looks like he's scowling. But Patch is very passive, and that actually is very common for little opossums that have been hit by a car. Hi, Audrey. Hi, Wally. Nice to see you. So, Wally, this is Patch, and he's bigger than Rudy, if you can believe. We're going to bring Rudy up next so you get to see Rudy. So don't go away, Wally. And Robin is there. All right, I'm going to take that scale right here, Mr. Bill. We're going to see how much Patch actually weighs. Now, remember how I pick him up? My hand under his chest and my other hand on the base of his tail. Do you remember that that's the proper way to hold? Do you have it set?
No.
Tell me when it's set.
Hold 0 out. Zeroed out. Yeah.
Here we go. You look, because I can't see. How much does our boy weigh?
10.4 ounce, 10 and 4 ounces.
He
10
weighs
pounds.
10 pounds. Watch what he's going to do. This is Patch. Okay. That's the end of Patches. I just love him. He's so funny. That's it. He ate Lavender's shrimp. Poor Lavender. And now he's going to put himself back to bed. And that's the end of it. We're going to put Patch in a little round pen that we have set up for him. And about 9:30, he'll sleep until 9:30 tonight. And when he wakes up, he'll look around. He'll use his litter pan. And then he'll run on his wheel from about 10 to 11 off and on. But he gets a good half hour of exercise. So we're pretty happy with that, because they really need to have exercise for their muscles and bones. So Patch, say goodbye, everybody. I'm going back to bed. And the next person that we're going to bring is Rudy. So, Bill, would you just stand here with Patch for a minute? And I'll get Mr. Rudy. Hey, Rudes Batoons, what do you think? Would you like to come and say hello? Sure you would. Come on, let me get you. Let me get you. What are you doing over there, Bill? You and Pat?
We're waiting for you.
You're right. Okay. All right. So this is Rudy. Look at him. I love Rudy. But Rudy's, not feeling as well as he should. And Rudy's about 2 years. If you look on his back, I don't know if you can see it. He's got a big bald spot. Let's see if Rudy goes for any food. He usually doesn't, but let's see if he does. Rude, Look what Mama's got for you over here. Rude doesn't walk well. Hey, Rudy, can you say... He smells food. What does he smell? Do you like cilantro? No, you do not. Do you like apple? No, you do not. What Rudy does best is sleep and poop. Those are Rudy. Oh, look, maybe he's going to eat something. Hi, Jocelyn. Who else have we got out there? Debbie and Micah. I'm not sure how you say that. Micah? We have people from all over the world, you know, not only from New England and many, many of the states, but also people from London, the Philippines, Spain, Mexico, Italy. We have somebody from Italy. Hi, Italy. My mother was from Italy. London, I already said that. So we have people from all over. If I missed your country, let me know. Hi, Brenda and Caden. Look at him. I can't believe that Rudy, who I told you wouldn't eat, what he's eating. He ate the muffin.
Not my muffin.
I made Bill save a piece of his muffin for this, and I said, nobody will eat it, don't worry. Rudy ate his muffin. He doesn't particularly care. He's eating the dumpling with cilantro. There's going to be no food left for Lavender. What are we going to do? So here's Rudy. I think it's fun that you get to see Rudy. Remember that Rudy was also hit by a car, but he was very seriously injured. Rudy is blind. He has only one eye, and he can't see out of that eye, although we do believe that he can see shadows. His pelvis, I think, was crushed. He really can't walk or climb. He lost part of his beautiful tail. He had 2 broken jaws and a broken nose, but this little boy wanted to live. And so we've had Rudy now for almost 2 years. He's a little over 2 years old, which is very old for an opossum, especially an opossum that's been hurt so badly. But Rudy just keeps going. I call the vet and I go, oh no. She comes and she goes, oh, I know what to do. We have a wonderful vet, Dr. Gwen. She's wonderful. She comes and takes care of Rudy. Right now, Rudy has lost a lot of his hair, especially on his back. He's totally bald. But that's because I think it's one of the medications that we're giving him that makes him lose his hair. It's kind of like a chemo. So, Rudy, do you want to say goodbye, everybody? Oh. So, I'll tell you what Rudy's trying to do. He's trying to get under the pee pad because he wants to go back to bed. So, Billy, if you stand with Rudy for a minute, I'm going to get you. Wait until you see how big Penny got. Penny is out of the incubator, and this morning she weighed 125 grams, which is about, I don't know, I think it's around 4 ounces. It's about 4 ounces. That's pretty good, because when we got her, she only weighed 73 grams. So she's almost doubled her weight. I'm going to get her now. Bill, if you take Rudy away, we're going to get Penny. So Penny lives in a little pen just like Rudy's. But in that pen is this little house. And in that house is a bunch of little blankets. And Penny just snuggles herself up in there. We've had a heating pad underneath the pen, but today we're going to take that away because Penny is going to go outside. Penny doesn't get any of this food. So this food I'm going to move, and I'm going to bring over, this is Penny's little dish. Do you see what it is? It's the cap to an Ovaltine thing. And I'm going to take some formula. Now what we do to keep the formula warm is this is a mug filled with hot water. And we just put the formula in there to keep it warm. I had a wonderful mentor. Some of you may know her, Jeannie Kramer. And she taught us how to do all of this stuff, how to keep the formula warm, how to mix the formula. And I still use Jeannie's methods because they're the best of any that I've heard of. I don't have to keep reheating it. And you shouldn't heat formula in a microwave anyway. You should just try to warm it this way is the best. So I have measured out what's in there, which is way too much for Penny, because we're going to also share this with a new baby you're going to meet. But I'm going to pour this formula, which is a mixture of formula, and Also with that is a little bit of a special nutrient that I use. By the way, Amy Beth, who just sent us a bottle of that and some formula mix, thank you. It's just what we needed. Now, let's take Penny out. Taking Penny out is pretty easy because she has gotten pretty friendly. Oh, here's Mouse. Maybe Mouse will have breakfast with Penny. Penny, are you in there? Hello? Who is in here? I feel you. Here, look at Penny. Look at how big she got. Say hi, Penny. Hi, what have you got for me? I don't know, is this too hot? No. Penny, will you show them how you can laugh? She's going to be a little nervous. We're going to be quiet for a minute. Here, Penny, will you laugh? I don't think she's going to eat for us. Let's see. I wanted her to eat for you. She doesn't want to. She's like, no, I don't want to. She runs right back in her bed. Let's see. Penny, look, Mama's got. No. Well, she's not interested in eating. She wants to go right back to bed. But I'm going to get her out for you so you can meet her. And say hi, Penny. One thing is, I let her free now and run a little bit because I want her to have the freedom. But when you meet Pookie, you're going to see that we'll taco wrap Pookie. And we won't put her on the table yet because we've only had her for 24 hours. So she's not ready to be left free like Penny. Penny has gotten used to me now. She likes when I hold her. And do you remember me talking about a pouch, Bill? Can you just watch Penny for 1 second? Well, I put this little pouch on. This is a pouch, and it's got a blanket, and it's got a little mouse in there. And I put it around my neck, like so. Can you see? It's around my neck. And we're going to put Penny in here. Penny, want to go in the pouch? Penny goes right in this pouch. And this is where Penny stays. Look at that. And she loves it because it's warm, first of all. She can hear my heartbeat, she can feel my body warmth, and she likes the movement. Do you know, we found that with even Pookie, who's a real wild girl, but when she came yesterday, she was all over the place, and by last night, she let me taco wrap her. I'll show you what that means, and she went in the pouch, and she was as happy as can be. Now, Penny weighs about 125 grams. Pookie, when you meet her, she weighs about 175 grams. So there's a 50-gram difference there. I know a lot of you are going to say, can you put them together? I don't know yet. One is very wild, and the other, and her mother has had time to teach her to smile at all of us. When we got Penny, she was very tiny. Do you remember that Penny was only about, oh, I forget. I think she was like maybe 35, 40 grams. So she was a tiny little one. Oh, no, I think she was around 60 grams. I'm sorry. But she was still attached to her mother and hadn't learned any wild ways. That's the difference with Pookie. Opossums can be mean to one another, especially when they're adults. But even as babies, sometimes we have to separate them. And if one is injured, the others will go after it. So I will carefully introduce them and see what's going to happen and whether or not I can put them together. I'd love to. I'd love to keep them in one cage. First of all, it's easier for me, and then they have some company. So we'll see what's going to happen. So here we have Penny sleeping in her little pouch. Let's see if we can get her to come out now. Penny, you want to come out and eat something for people? Want to come out? Sure. Come on out. Let's see. Here she comes. Let's be quiet for 1 minute and see if she'll come and eat. Hey, Penny. She's not interested in eating. I made a mistake. I fed her this morning. I should have waited. Yeah. Want to eat? It tastes. Shh. What taste? There she goes. There she goes. Let's not talk for a minute. She gets scared kind of easily. Can you pull that up without, can you pull that up a little closer without touching anything other than the top of the one? No, never mind. She's moving. Here, Penny, are you looking for your house? here's your house. Want to go in your house? You want to go in the pouch? There. Well, you got to see Penny laugh. That was kind of fun, wasn't it? She's in her house now, and she's going to go to bed. And I am going to go get Pookie so you can meet Pookie. We're not going to keep Penny in the pouch right now because, again, remember, I'm not quite sure how she and Pookie would get along. But, Penny, here's your other blanket, and here's your little mouse, and
Carissa.
I'm going to get Pookie. You say something? Are you reading something?
Mm-hmm. When Rice loves the pouch.
Ah, yeah, that's a good pouch. But Gwen, this is the pouch we really use all the time. So this is Pookie. All right, so we're gonna we put our little girl back. Oh, by the way, Anne, I just want you to know, not only is Penny using her litter dish, last night Pookie pooped and peed. I know, nice subject, right? In her litter dish. I couldn't be happier. Bill, will you get me the litter dish out of the incubator? So this is the kind of pouch that we use when we first get them. And I think I've showed you these before. This is a litter tray. I may have showed you this before. This is how we begin to litter train them. It's nothing more than the cap of a takeout container, and I put a paper towel in the bottom and I wet it. And it's natural instinct for opossums to pee in water like a brook or a stream because then their scent gets washed away. So when we put these in here, as they walk through, they're like, whoa, and they pee. And the first time one of them does that, that's it. They do it. They come and they use this tray all the time. We didn't even have to show Pookie. She just did that on her own. So our possums are all trained this way, and then we slowly move them up to regular litter pans, and we use paper pellets. Part of the reason I do that is for cleanliness. It makes it easier for me to clean, but more than that, it allows us to keep our pens clean. We don't have to worry so much about disease. Okay, I know. I hear you all going, hey, shut up. We want to meet Pookie. Pookie came to us with a funny story. A woman called me really early yesterday morning to say when she got up, there was an opossum, a baby opossum in her living room, and she didn't know how it got there. And I thought, really? So we talked a little bit. Wonderful. Samantha is a wonderful, caring woman, and she said, you know, this is the second one. The first one didn't make it. I think my dog got it or something. I don't know how they're getting in. My husband and I checked everything. So Bill and I said, okay. So you know what we did, kids? What do? The first thing we do is a rescue. So we went with a box and we went to rescue this little girl. Now, she's going to smile at us. Who remembers the possum smile? Well, Pookie's mother taught her to smile big and beautiful. Pookie, want to say hi, everybody. Look at, can you smile? Oh, look at that beautiful smile. She's such a good girl. She is so much calmer than when we got her. So now I can sort of hold her. She's probably looking for food, like, hey, you took me out. Are you going to feed me? I talk about a taco wrap. Especially when we first get, can you fix that for me? Especially when we first get them and they're very, very nervous. What I do when I feed them is I wrap them like this. And this keeps them very calm. Now, one of the things about this girl, she was pretty big, but she was dehydrated. And so we tried giving her electrolytes, which she spit out at me. Like, really? This is what you're going to give me? So quickly, I switched her over to a weak formula. And did you? I'm sorry you couldn't hear that, but she literally just growled at Bill when he put that down. So she's a wild girl, and her mother taught her these things. We figure she's between 14 and 16 weeks old, and probably had been out of the mother's pouch more than in the mother's pouch. And the mother had been teaching her to eat. The thing about her that makes her easier to rehab than Penny is that she's wild and we don't have to handle her. I'm handling her today because I want you to see her. But the truth is, she's going to go into a regular cage and with a heating pad for now. And what are you doing? Is she doing something? Oh, Bill's trying to make her smile at him. Oh, she did. She smiled. I wish you could hear her. You can't hear her. Somebody said, Debbie said, I wish I had an opossum in my living room. Well, it turns out that what we think happened is Samantha's dog probably found out where Mama was with these babies, and she was bringing them in as gifts. Now, please don't judge the dog. This is a very responsible animal owner that had her yard all fenced in. We looked all over, and we said it was perfect. But opossums, they decide to live where they want to live. And this mama decided she wanted to live under their porch. And their dog is restrained by the fencing. And the first one, I don't know what happened, but this one really wasn't hurt. She's perfectly fine. And now the owners are watching to make sure that the dog doesn't bring any more in. She is beautiful, isn't she? But we're not going to handle her. Oh, Debbie's on the 16th floor. Deb, I don't think you're going to find anybody in your living room. Sorry. Unless it comes up on the elevator. And Rebecca says, oh, Pookie, you have a great smile. Sherry says, you're so cute, Pookie. She is very cute. We'll keep her taco wrapped, and I'm not going to feed her because she doesn't eat from a syringe now. This morning when I got up, she had emptied her formula dish. She had emptied her dish of a special little gruel that we give them. She had peed and pooped in her litter tray and wrapped herself in the blankets, and she was perfectly fine. So later on this afternoon, we're going to put Pookie out in a critter cage, and we're thinking that we may also move Penny out there, although I'm not sure if they'll go together. Do you see her beautiful little hand? Look at that little hand. She is so cute, and her nose is pink, and her face is getting white. When she came, her face was a little yellow, and her nose was pretty pale. That really told me that she was dehydrated. She had probably gone without food and water for a little while. Somebody just asked, are we going to keep her? No. Actually, this girl is going to be very easy to rehab because she's already wild, and we're not going to handle her or deal with her very much at all other than to feed and clean. And so to release her will be very easy. I've had others like this. She'll run away. She'll be like, thank goodness they're finally letting me go. Penny, on the other hand, it might be a little different. How old are they when they start eating solids? Well, I start to offer stuff to them usually around 90 grams. Ooh, all right, enough. Don't scare her. Around 90 grams, we offer we have different stages of sort of like a gruel that we make. And when she's probably about 120 grams or more, 150 grams, we offer a little bit of solid food and see if she wants to eat it. This one is fine. This one is going to be very easy to rehab. Some of them don't. Oh, in Estonia. There are no opossums in Estonia. I show these videos to my family, and everybody loves them. Wow. And I happen to know that Samantha is watching, and we all want to thank Samantha for being a kind person who saved this baby, called us right away, kept the baby warm until we got there, walked the grounds with us so we could see if we could figure out what was going on, and now she's watching to make sure that nobody else shows up. So thank you, Samantha, for saving Pookie. She named him Pookie after her sister. I wonder if her sister's watching. Hi, Samantha. And there you are. We're happy. Oh, and my cousin Carol is watching. All kinds of people are watching. We're so happy to see you. We're going to put Pookie back in her little nest, and Lavender is the last person, and she's going to come and she's going to say hello to you. And while Bill is going to get Lavender, I have to remind everybody that wildlife are not pets. And so these little ones that you see are animals that we rescued that need to be rehabbed or made healthy and released. We will release them to the wild. Sometimes we release them on our grounds If I feel like, maybe they need a little extra care, I release them on my grounds. Sometimes we do hard releases where we bring them to other appropriate sites and we release them there. There has to be a lot of woods and land without animals. Well, look who's here. I wonder what Lavender would think about a baby. Don't let her near there right now because we don't know. So just remember, these opossums are not pets. Rudy, Lavender, and Patch are injured opossums. We have a special license for them. Otherwise, it's illegal to keep wildlife. You know why? Because birds should fly in the sky. Fish should swim in the water. And wild animals like this should be running free in the fields and the woods. And we're going to help them do that. And right now, say goodbye, Pookie. You'll see her again next week. Hey, Pookie, come on out and say bye, everybody. Bye, everybody. I can't wait to get back in my little pouch. I'm going to put her down, and let's see if she goes in the pouch on her own or if she tries to run away. Let's unwrap you, Pookie, and see what you do. Let's see what she does. You want to go in your pouch? Nope. Nope. She was going to run away. There she goes, in her pouch. And I'm going to put some food here on the table. There's not much Lavy. Sorry, the others ate it all. And Bill's going to put Lavy down so you can see what she does. Let's move this and this. And Lavender wants to say hello. Talk. Can you talk?
No, I can't talk.
Is she eating food?
She's going. She's looking at the
She wants to know where
Cheetos.
the shrimp is.
She wants the Cheetos.
You can get some more.
Oh, she's not so interested.
Oh,
There she goes.
here's Lavender doing what you know she likes to do best. Can you get some more?
Yeah.
So Lavender, I just will tell you that they were a shrimp. And you're not going to believe who ate the shrimp. Rudy ate the shrimp. Yeah, and you know what? He also ate your cilantro. I'm sorry. I'll get you another one when the show's over, okay? So Lavender, as you know, we've had her for a long time since she was tiny. And she was an example. Samantha, this is an example of a little opossum that was found in somebody's basement. The mama had gone in a cat door to eat food because cats and opossums get along, adult opossums get along really well. Baby opossums look like mice, so cats don't get along so well with them. But anyway, the homeowners found her and her brother. Her brother didn't make it, but Lavender did. And she was tiny, much smaller than what Pookie is. She was only 30 grams, and we took her. And I wasn't sure she was going to make it. Actually, we took her and her brother. But she wanted to live. And right from the beginning, she was very passive. And we wondered, what's wrong here? We think she probably fell down the stairs when she fell off Mama's back. And she had a little head injury and a seizure disorder, and that's why Lavender became what is known as a non-releasable opossum. But Lavender is like the joy of her life. She's sweet, sweet, sweet girl. She's very passive, and she's very small. Lavender doesn't even weigh 7 pounds. What do you think of this? What do you think of this? Can I get you to go closer? Yes, there you go. There you go. Debbie says, Rudy needs to be her nutritionist. And what do you, oh, that's formula. You don't like formula. What happened to all the Cheetos? There you go. All right, kids. So we got to see everybody today. You got to say hello. We didn't really have a special program, to be honest with you, because I've been so busy trying to get these guys all set up. And next week, we'll show you. They're going to be out in regular critter cages. What do you think, Lavy? Come over here, where people can see you. Oh, you know, I'll tell you what she thinks. She smells the baby possum, and she wonders what's going on. We wouldn't trust an adult with a baby because there's too much of a risk that they might harm Abby. We don't know. Okay, yeah, more muffin. I know, I wish I had more muffin. I'm sorry, Rudy ate
So
everything.
do I.
I know. Yeah, so does Bill. I've never seen Rudy eat that. Okay, so thanks for tuning in. Thanks for seeing all these little animals. We love you. We love that you're there. I mean it when I say that it inspires and motivates us that you're there and that you care enough about them. And I love when I get phone calls like from Samantha. I actually got several phone calls yesterday from people that found opossums. They checked for babies. They, if they could, they rescued them. You know, to Bill and I, education is really the key to success and to saving them. And so we thank all of you because everyone out there in our eyes are wildlife earth angels. So thank you for caring enough. All right. Bye, everyone.